now. Hello and welcome. My name is Justin. Thank you for joining us here once again at our table for another session of Aerhiem, Grounded Seas. I'm joined once again by my lovely friends, Tori and Kristen. Go ahead and say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Last session, we had an interesting hunting trip as we began our game focused on our two hunters for the small ramshackle town of Helios. We ventured out into the vast deserts along the ocean shores of this island, finding the small nest of a crocodile, where you decided to push past it because that seemed a little too much for right now. Moving forward, you found a couple of small things like some prickly pears, which you just kind of grabbed off the cactus. Got a few spines stuck into you. We picked up a crab, took some damage from that. Was a very interesting situation. Where we then traveled back to Helios to turn in our apparently small find, as we were told by Miss Little Old Lady Thelka, our somewhat kind, I guess, Mockingbird Kenku, who is an old lady bound in a wheelchair, who managed to rouse you into going back out into the deserts to attempt to bring back the crocodile, which, after some trepidation, some trials, and a very intense combat with a full-grown crocodile, you managed to bash its skull in with some rocks, and were able to defeat it and drag it all the way back to town, where you turned it into a now jaw-dropped Thelka, who was apparently unimpressed by the size of the crocodile. Afterwards, you made your way over to the docks as there was quite a bit of commotion going on, and that is where we find ourselves today, where you were run into by a very panicky-looking Kenku. But before that, I realized that last session I didn't exactly set the scene of the town very well. So I'm going to go ahead and redo that real quick. So we find ourselves in the rather small town of Helios. This town sits from the water's edge up to the few hundred feet that travels up to the edge of the spire, the base of this I want to say it's around 500-600 feet tall, just clay spire that's essentially been pulled out of the ground here and rises up into the sky. The town is basically one long road that stretches from the base of the spire down to the shoreline, with a single road that kind of branches off here and there to the very ramshackle buildings. Each one of these homes, they're relatively small, each one being only a couple of rooms large, if that, to be completely honest, made of different scraps of wood and metal that do not go together by any means necessary, and most of it's rusted metals. It's broken and fractured woods that have been very finagly meshed together to make this semblance of homes for these rather oppressed people in this town. The only and most extravagant feature of the town happens to be the docks and the large colonial style mansion that sits offshore, just adjacent to these very well maintained and well kept docks. So it's currently around evening. We're heading into dusk. The sun is setting across the ocean. We're actually probably just about to hit the green flash if we end up seeing it. And things have begun to really ramp up at the docks. People are kind of running all over the place, trying to make some repairs. You see people who are tying up some different ropes to different places, getting things ready for supposedly the captain's return in a few days. And amidst all of this a single crow kanku is running about, scurrying, completely panicked, and if I remember correctly, ran into one of you. No, I think he tripped between you because you both made the save. So this Kanku runs up very frantically, and you both manage to see and move out of the way just in time as he trips between you, falling to the ground. Where is she? Where is she? Kind of stands up frantically and like grabs onto one of you. We'll say it's Tori's character. Reaches up to you and grabs you by the shoulders. Where's Lily? Have you seen her?
Who's Lily?
Lily, Captain Pelker's terror bird. I can't find her.
I haven't seen anything.
You haven't seen a large bird, like probably 4.5 feet tall bird running through town at all?
Have you seen us?
No, you haven't. He kind of like steps back. And, this is not good. Is she okay? I hope she can. She's been raised in captivity, so I don't know that she can survive outside. And if Captain Pelker returns, he'll kill me. He kind of like.
Okay, how about we just take a breath? Do you want to take a breath with me real quick?
Roll for persuasion.
Okay, bet. Let's see, oh, that's great. I have a +0. Ooh, not bad. 14.
14. Okay. 14. He kind of like falls back onto his onto his legs, onto the ground, and I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. She went missing somehow overnight. I've been running around town all day trying to find any hide or hair or trace of her, and I haven't found anything.
Okay, so you haven't found anything. That's okay. We can help you. We're hunters. We're good at finding things, I'd like to think.
You are?
So,
I can
yes.
show you my discovery journal.
Yes, that too.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel a little better. So you haven't seen you would know you would know terror birds as these rather large carnivorous birds that run on their two legs. They're very similar to like an ostrich or an emu, but they grow to be larger than that. And the most notable feature is their head is covered from the end of their very long, upwards of like 2 foot long beak, all the way around their head is basically encapsulated in their beak. With only 2 slits for their eyes on the sides. It's like an armored skull cap essentially, on top of these birds' heads.
Interesting.
You see, he looks up to Angel. He'll kill me if he comes back and he finds out that Lily's gone. I'm dead.
Okay. Well, we're not going to let that happen because you seem like a very nice person, and I'd rather not have more of our people die. We've already got enough of that happening as it is, I feel.
Yeah. I'd rather not die myself.
Okay.
Yeah, friends don't let friends die.
Yes. So, where was the last place you saw her?
In her personal stable.
Okay.
It's connected to the mansion. I can take you there if you want.
I think that's a good starting place. What do you think?
Aileron.
Oh my God.
We're gonna.
Oh my God, I know it.
Later.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
we're going to go with you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay. He kind of like hops up off of his hunches onto his feet. Let's go. He begins to very fast walk along the shoreline next to the docks. And he takes you up
I
towards.
have to like jog a little bit to keep up.
Essentially, yeah. This dude's speed walk is the equivalent of like a moderate jog. And so he takes you along the shoreline, up very close to the mansion, but to the large set of stables that are nearby, and specifically to one stable itself. So you walk in between the cobblestone walls where these two large wooden doors, like barn-like doors, are swung open. And the room opens up to a very large room. It's about, we'll say, 20 by 20. It's a decently sized room for only a single Terrorbird stable to be. Looking around, you have got the cobblestone and wood walls, a very nicely thatched roof above you, and in the corner of the room seems to be a large hay bed where Lily would have been lying. And adjacent to it, connected, you see a doorway that leads into another room nearby. Okay, this is the last place that I saw her. We were here just last night. I finished up her food in the other room over there, brought it out to her. She ate just fine. And then she laid down to sleep. So I went back into the mansion to rest myself.
Did you hear like any noises during the night?
Nothing out of the ordinary, no.
Okay. Maybe we should like try to like look around. Yeah. Look around the stable, see if there's any signs of like maybe like footprints or like signs of a struggle maybe, because I feel like a Terrorbird wouldn't go without a fight, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I was gonna say, I don't want to be mean, friend, but are we sure we closed the door after we were done feeding her?
I thought that I did. I'm pretty sure I don't know anything at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did. I mean, I was going through the same procedures as I always do last night. I mean, I opened the doors this morning whenever I came out here in a panic and was running around, so I'm pretty sure they were closed.
Okay, well that's good at least. That we know you closed the door. We'll operate off of that assumption.
Okay.
Well, and if the doors were closed when you came out this morning, that means either A, somebody came in and took her, or B, she is still somewhere inside.
I definitely don't think she's still inside because I ran all throughout the mansion. I actually ran into a few people. They were not very happy with me. And I don't see why anybody would be dumb enough to take her. They know that Captain Pelker absolutely loves his Terrorbird, Lily.
Okay. Yeah.
She's one of his most prized possessions.
Okay. So I say we look around, like not even just like the stable, like literally, I feel like not just like the one, it's only one stable that's in there, right? Or is there multiple?
So this is her personal stable. And
Okay.
then like probably 20 feet away from this one stable is a full set of stables that are all set up for the different Terrorbirds that the crew members use.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Pelker's crew are the ones who watch over the town and make sure that everyone is essentially following the rules while he's out on the ocean. And you would also know that they are, while Pelker is away, watched over by the quote watchmen, who are essentially the captains. I guess you could say vice captains in a way.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say I want to like either investigation or perception, whichever one you decide. Just I want to like as thoroughly as I can like look through the stable.
Okay.
See if I can find anything.
For sure. Why don't you both give me an investigation check?
Perfect. That's a 7. I'm really good at calming people down. Not much else. Yeah, I know. That's how I felt when I rolled a 7 too.
19.
19.
Woo!
Nice. All right. So for Angel, we'll say that as you're looking around, and you actually end up in the adjacent room that's kind of connected through this doorway, and you don't particularly find anything in the stable itself, but as you're looking around in this adjacent room, you notice that this room, it will say it's like a small 10 by 10 room. There is meat hanging everywhere, along with a small little wash station and a large like table cutting board in the center with a single knife sitting on the table. This seems to be like the food preparation room. And it seems like there's a lot of food missing. Like there's a lot of hooks that would be hanging with meat that seem to not be. And looking at the hooks, you see that there is some like not like relatively fresh meat still on the hooks.
Interesting. That's horrifying. I'll let everyone know what I find.
Okay. Yeah, and as you come back out into the stable, we find Aileron, who has, as you're looking around, you actually are looking near the little hay bed that's made up for Lily, and you find not only a few sets of tracks that would otherwise not be able to be noticed, as they're just made in like the light bits of dirt that have been brought in through like the main stable doors, but you also notice a trail, a seemingly like specific trail of hay that goes from the bed, hay and straw, that follows these tracks out the door, and it seems like you might even be able to follow these tracks.
Hey, Angel, there's a trail of hay over here. Can we follow it?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
You see the Kenku man. He's trying to look at the ground. I don't see what you're talking about.
You don't see? Do I see the tracks?
We'll say after Aileron points them out and you kind of look close enough, you can kind of see it.
I can see.
But the Kenku man's like, you guys really have an eye for this type of thing. It's a good thing you're hunters for us. Were you able to notice anything else around?
I mean, there was meat hanging in that back room over there, and some of the food was missing by the look of it. I don't know if you know anything about that.
You see him kind of stiffen. You see him kind of stiffen up. There's nothing missing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want to come with me so I can show you?
Make another persuasion check.
Ooh, that is a hot 6.
That's a 6?
Yeah, that's a hot 6.
How about we just forget that you saw that?
Why? What's up, babe? Hold on 1 second. What's going on, dude?
That's okay.
No touch.
Yeah, no touching. That's right. So he's saying let's just forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to forget about it because I'm a hunter. It's kind of my job to like make sure everyone has enough food. So the fact that there's some food missing makes me a little bit concerned. So sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Here, I'm gonna make a roll real quick. Oh shit. Okay. My first roll of the game was net 1.
Oh, baby.
You see, he kind of like he kind of like starts to tear up. Okay,
Oh no.
I took the food. I'm sorry.
Well,
She has such an excess. You saw the food hanging in there. I mean, I'm hungry. My family is hungry. I just needed a little bit extra. Please don't tell Captain.
I don't want to tell him, honestly. I don't want the fallout from that. He's kind of, from everything we know about him, he's not the most
No.
patient or kind person.
He's the patient.
Yeah, he's not patient. You're so cute. So, okay. I'm trying to think. Because now I got a dilemma here, okay? Because really, you shouldn't be taking food, okay? Like, we're all hungry. We're all not doing too great, okay? We need to share, and I'm willing to let it slide. I don't know about Aileron, but I'm willing to let it slide just this once, okay? Just once.
Oh.
Because it is my job.
Oh,
I
baby.
feel like Aileron's over there in the corner just writing in his notebook.
This dude likes to steal food.
Mhm.
Oh no, don't color on my
Okay.
placemat, please.
Well, when you put it like that, it makes me feel really bad.
Well,
Oh God, I'm sorry. My family really needed some food. I tell you what, we haven't eaten all of it. What if I bring the extra food instead of to the stables? What if I bring it over to the warehouse?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll do that. Once you guys find Lily, bring her back here, and then once after that, because I need to stay here to try and keep people out. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that, but I need to keep people out so that none of the crew members find out that she's gone.
Yes, of course.
So
How do we know that you're gonna do what you told us you're gonna do?
I can. I promise you. I promise. I don't know how else I can do. I don't know how else I can. Yeah, convince you. If you want, you can roll insight.
So sorry, Flynn was throwing a small mini tantrum. What's going on?
That's okay. Aileron is questioning whether or not this Kenku man will actually follow through with taking the meat to the warehouse.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That is a good question to ask.
9.
That's a 9.
Wait.
You're able to tell that this Kenku man seems scared out of his wits, and seems also pretty remorseful for taking the food. It seems to have been the same type of situation that most everyone else is in. Food desperation does things to people.
Yeah, I understand that.
Understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. I guess a
Hmm.
promise is a promise.
Yes, I promise. As soon as you bring Lily back, I'm not even gonna leave the stable. I'm not gonna leave the stable. I'll take whatever food is supposed to come to me. And then whenever everything's all said and done and Lily's back and everything's calmed down, I'll bring any of the extra food that's at my house over to the warehouse.
Honestly, I think that's a fair trade.
Oh, and before you go, I suppose that I should introduce myself, so that you can maybe find me or something.
Yeah, we don't even know your name.
Why would we need to find you if you're staying here? But I do want to know your name.
That is fair. My name is Rope Slap. Yes. I am
Nice to meet you.
I am Lily's personal attendant, I guess you could say.
Okay. Well, I'm Angel, and I'm one of the hunters. I already told you that, so you already knew.
It's very nice to meet you. But you might want to go ahead and head out because it is starting to get dark. You can see the sun has, for the most part, set below the horizon, with just the red glare of the sun blaring over the horizon as the end of the day sets in.
Cool. Aileron, since you can see, if you can see the tracks better than I can, I think, yes, I think you should take point on this one. Since
Okay.
you can see them more clearly.
I'm sorry, what was that? Hello?
I think I was taking
Point.
the lead on the flight.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or
Yeah. Since Angel can't really see the trail, the footprints, Aileron can see them better. So I figure Aileron go in front, and then Angel just follow suit.
Okay. For sure. Okay. Aileron, go ahead and give me a survival check.
I've got to find it on here. 14.
Nice. So following these tracks, you're able to follow them all through town. They kind of like weave in between a lot of these buildings, sort of on the edge of this main road. Kind of like you know, someone was sneaking through, obviously, trying to maybe keep Lily out of view. All the way up to the very edge of town, where they go out into the open western deserts, I guess you could say.
Do they continue on into the desert, or do they just
Yes, they continue on.
Great.
And so I wanted to ask, do you want to move forward and you know, follow the path now, or would you like to maybe try and rest or something?
I personally need to rest because I got 5 HP left out of the 13, so I could use a little bit of
I
a
would
reprieve.
also appreciate the rest, considering I have 3 out of 9.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Okay. So you would feel comfortable with leaving the tracks for now. There's not too many people who would go out in that direction for them to, you know, just disappear.
Okay.
So you do have a there is like some small lodging that you have been assigned to, essentially, as part of working for the hunters. It's pretty nearby too, so you can you're both able to we'll say leave the tracks behind for now and head over to the small lodging where you can take a small rest or a long rest for the night.
Take a little nap.
A little nappy nap. These small lodgings are essentially like it's like a camping cabin, I guess you could say, with bunks. You two seem to be the only ones who are there as you enter into the small ramshackle building. It's pretty small. It's only, we'll say, like 10 foot by 15 foot. It's barely big enough for the 5 beds for the hunters. There's only 5 hunters for the village right now. You were 2 of them. The other 3 seem to be off doing something, and so you can take the effects of a long rest as you lay down to rest in your small cabin for the night.
And then just making sure the Admiral guy wasn't coming back tonight, right?
No.
Oh, what happened?
You
Cool.
you have heard around that it's going to be a few days. Rope Slap even mentioned that it's going to be a few days before the captain gets back.
Cool. I was just making sure because for some reason I was remembering it like he was coming that night.
No.
Oh, baby, do you want to draw?
No, it's going to be a couple of days. They just received word at some point that he is traveling back for some reason.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sweet.
So you both take the wonderful effects of a long rest. And we
Dreamt about a duck.
we rise the next morning with you both feeling rested and ready to go.
All right.
Oh,
They're like angels up at the crack of dawn, just ready to go.
The crack acidon, yeah.
Oh yeah, like the sun's rising and she's like doing yoga out in the front or some shit.
I love
Either
that.
Ron stayed up too late writing in his journal about all the events of the day. No, that's my food.
That's my food.
Aileron, you wake up all groggy and pretty like dry-eyed. And as you kind of shuffle out the front door, you just met with Angel, this beautiful like blue and purple feathered horned owl, doing yoga out front.
She turns around and it's just like, "Good morning."
A couple of small Kenku children have like kind of tried to join Angel in some of these stretches.
Oh my god, that's adorable. She's leading a little mini yoga class now.
They're all kind of like just twisting up, trying to follow your movements, but none of them are quite able to get it right.
That's so cute. She's like, "We'll get there. We'll get there." You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Plot twist, none of them can get it right because she's an owl and can, do the whole head thing.
Yeah.
That's right, I can.
I like to think when Angel looks back at you, Aileron, her head is just completely turned 180 degrees.
Oh yeah, fully. If something's behind her, she's straight out The Exorcist. But like in the most wholesome, adorable way.
After you finish your little yoga session, the kids kind of like, "Oh, thank you," and shuffle off into the day to take on their day's chores, and you two are left to your own devices.
Okay, so I think that the sooner we leave, the better, because we need to get Lily. Yes. Because we need to get Lily back as quickly as possible.
Sorry if you hear any shuffling on my end. The puppy is bringing me his ball.
That's okay. Okay.
Ow.
So y'all are wanting to head back out on the trail of tracks, right?
That is what I would like to do, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's funny enough, actually, not too far away. That you find the tracks. Once again, they're still pretty much in the exact same shape as they were when you left them the night before. Some of them have kind of been blown over by some of the morning winds, but it's not too much to be able to follow, especially with that check that Aileron made. So you follow these tracks outside of the town, and after, we'll say, around a half hour of following them out into the open deserts, past all the cactuses, the dry grasses, and things like that, I need you both to make a perception check for me, please.
Ah, boy. The fuck is my... don't know how to read. 17 for Angel.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also
Thank God.
rolled a 17.
Nice. Okay. As you're following the trail, you notice that it seems like the Terrorbird tracks seem to get more erratic. And at some point she even apparently kind of like jetted off the path, where these people had to like run after her and kind of like bring her back on, sort of like she was kind of getting restless or something. And along one of these like side jetted pathways, you both find a small hatchet laying on the ground.
Oh. Can I pick it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
I pick up the hatchet.
You pick up the small hatchet. That's just a pretty typical hatchet. However, the only difference is that etched into the handle is it seems like it's a name of something, and it says West End Mine.
Ooh, what's that?
Roll for history.
Nope,
Is
you
that
cannot
both of
eat the
us
dice.
or... just Aileron.
No,
No,
you
my
can.
dice.
Okay. What did
no,
you roll?
No, Boulder's trying to eat it. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. We'll see. We'll see what
I rolled a 16.
a 16. It is
Yeah.
not necessary, Angel, as apparently all are rolling 10 times better than I am today. Okay, you would recognize the name as being a mine that was abandoned a few years ago because in the midst of the miners doing their work, some creatures infiltrated the mine and began killing people. There were actually a few Kenku who died in the midst of this attack, and the mine was subsequently abandoned all at once.
Can I like? Is that the only like notable feature on the hatchet? Everything else seems kosher.
Yep, everything else seems pretty typical.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the hatchet. I want to keep it.
Okay.
Aileron, do you want a hatchet?
You can have it, Angel.
Okay. I'm gonna put the hatchet, like tuck it like into my belt or something, or like put it in a bag that I have or something like that.
Okay, for sure. So you can go ahead and that's going to be the hand axe item.
Perfect. Let me.
Do you know how D&D Beyond's inventory thing works?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you click inventory, then manage inventory, you can add items there that way.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there we go. It's taking a second to load. Let's see. Hand axe, just the hand axe?
Yeah, just the hand axe.
Perfect.
It's also your first weapon.
It is. I'm armed.
Armed and slightly dangerous.
Slightly. Only slightly. All right, cool. Got it.
Okay.
Have a hand axe now.
So you have that. Do you continue along the path?
I think so. Do you want to continue on the path, Aileron?
Of course, we have to continue. We haven't found her yet.
We need to find Lily. I'm gonna keep the mine in the back of my head though, because I don't know. I feel like maybe that's a place to just keep in mind in case maybe we don't find anything on the path.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. The light of day fades away, and darkness grasps at the deep forests of Nelanthir around you. The crackling remains of the flame that you built begin to fizzle out as a sound roars through the trees. Angry cries of the local villagers and the light from their torches grow closer and closer. Then you realize they found you. Run faster, dodge the trees and bound over the chasms. Faster, faster. It feels as though the lights are closing in on you. However, stone brick walls peek through the forests ahead. You hear the creaking of a rusty steel gate rising, and behind it, a group of familiar figures emerge standing before you. It's your favorite comic book heroes with their hands stretched out to you, welcoming you to the Comics Stronghold. Emerging from the trees behind you, it's just me, Justin, from A-Link Tabletops. As day breaks here in beautiful Southern California, the Comics Stronghold stands firm as your one-stop shop for everything comic books, Pokemon and Magic cards, tabletop RPGs, and so much more. Owned and operated by our wonderful Kristen, you will find a world of information and stories the likes of which you have never seen. To find out more, check out the links in the description below of this video. Now, let's go ahead and get back to the adventure, shall we? Okay. So you continue along this pathway. We'll say it's another half hour or so of following this trail along the desert shores of the island, where you come around near the backside of the island, and the tracks lead to the base of the spire, into a small cave. And around the opening of this cave, it seems to be, it seems to have been used at some point. as there is like wooden scaffolding sort of built along the walls of the mine itself, and a sign sort of hangs off of one hook, like it's kind of slightly broken, and you read it, and it says West End Mine.
Oh, well, I guess I don't need to keep the name of the mine in my head anymore because we're here.
Interesting thing of note is there are actually a few freshly placed crates sitting outside of the mouth of the mine. The tracks lead directly into the mine itself, though.
Can I look into the crates to see if there's anything in there?
They are completely covered, so if you would like to try and pry them open, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, cool. I will try that.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check for me, please.
You bet. That's a 12.
It's a 12. Unfortunately, trying to wrench it with your fingers, you just can't quite get in there enough to really force the crates open.
Okay. What about the hatchet? Can I use the hatchet to like kind of almost like a crowbar and like pry it open?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make one more athletics check for me.
Watch this one be worse than the first one. I need to shut up. It's an 11. Why am I a barbarian when none of my strength checks are working?
Oh my god.
By the way, keep in mind, I have a +3 as a modifier. So even with the +3, I only rolled an 11 and a 12.
So you try to like smack the sharp end of the hatchet into the top of the crate, and you manage to get it in, but you get it in so slightly that as you try to wrench, the axe just kind of slips out and you like face plant into the dirt next to it.
She gets up and like dusts herself off. I'm okay. Fine. Don't worry about me.
I feel like Aileron's looking around for rock.
For a rock?
Hey, they killed a croc before. They could open up a crate.
Yeah, it worked last time. Why won't it work this time?
Go ahead and roll for perception. Well, okay. What kind of? Never mind. What kind of rock? Like, what kind of rock are you looking for? Are you looking for something to just smash the crate with, or are you looking for something to like pry it?
Probably something to smash the crate with.
Okay, you can easily find a rock that's large enough to smash the crate with. The question is whether or not you can pick it up and wheel it.
I can help if you're willing to accept my help with my crappy rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What do I have to roll?
Since you are getting the help action, go ahead and roll for athletics with advantage.
You said athletics?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh boy.
6?
With advantage?
That was the first roll.
Okay, go ahead and do it one more time.
16.
There we go.
Much better. Working together, you both find a pretty large rock. We'll say it's like 2.5 feet wide, next to the crates. And working together, you're somehow able to really just force this rock up off the ground and throw it over onto the crate, and it smashes the crate from the top down. Let me just roll it. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. So as the crate smashes open, you find there are 2 flintlock pistols with 2 bags of firearm ammunition. However, one of the pistols has been crushed and broken by the rock. So there's only 1 usable flintlock pistol left. You find one bit of hempen rope. There are now only 1 out of 3 usable torches.
Oh, great.
And a single tinderbox.
Okay. Aileron, do you want the pistol since I have a hand axe?
Sure.
Cool. All yours. and then we can probably just like split the other tools amongst ourselves for us to use. This does raise a slightly concerning question, though. This mine is abandoned. So why are there fresh crates with weapons in them? I mean, like, I suppose it would make sense if, like, it was like a, someone just taking refuge here, but why would you need a gun? We don't even have, none of the people down here have weapons.
Mm-hmm. That is the question, is it not?
Yeah. So getting in, like, if we're going to continue on into the mine, I definitely recommend grabbing the pistol. I've got my axe, so we're good there. But be prepared for a fight if we go in, because these are new. These aren't old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are pretty new. Well, most of them were, at least.
Except for the one we crushed.
Yeah, you crushed a total of 1 flintlock pistol and 2 torches.
Fabulous. We'll be fine. I'm sure it's okay. Is that just the running theme of us? Is just smashing things. We're just 2 little bird-shaped hulks running around.
For real.
If the rock works, the rock works.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't
First
fix
time,
it.
It worked the second time.
That's just how we defeat whoever the big bad evil guy is. We just smash him with the rock.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So what would you like to do now?
I think we should go in. I don't think we need to worry about prying open any of the other crates, since I'm assuming this is probably what's in the rest, and I don't want to tip off the... I mean, I guess it's kind of too late for that, but we need to find Lily.
Okay.
So I'm down to keep following the path if you are, Ayla.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to add the pistol to my inventory right now.
for sure.
Oh, that's right. Let me double check something real quick. I need to make sure that you have homebrew items. Yes. Okay. So
Yeah, I do have the flintlock pistol.
Yeah.
Where am I adding it to? Equipment, backpack, or chest?
Anything but the chest. I don't actually know where the chest came from.
Okay.
So I can shuffle that stuff around for you at some point if you want, just to empty the chest out, because I don't know why you have a chest.
I don't know.
But
There we go.
And then
Pistol.
for the ammunition, you can just look up firearm ammunition, and if I'm not mistaken, there should be like a bundle of 20, which is essentially what each of these is. Add. Firearm bullets. Wait, that's not right. How's that? Weird. That's okay. Just go ahead and do 40 firearm bullets. It does weigh a lot, so you'll have a lot of stuff on you at this point, but that's okay. Okay.
It'll be fine. Use your muscles.
So you now stand outside of this small cave, and it's just black in there. By the way, it's just dark. You can't see anything as you look inside, but the tracks clearly lead directly into the darkness of the cave.
Cool. Do you happen to remind me what class you are again, Aileron?
Hold on. I am a bard.
Okay, because I'm like, we have a torch, so we could totally light the torch, or I don't know if you have any cantrips that allow for light. Just something to kind of light our way.
You don't have any spells.
Me?
Yeah, you haven't assigned any spells.
I swear I did.
Nope.
Cool.
We can light the torch for now
Yeah.
and then work out spells.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. So you have one use of the tinderbox to light the torch.
Okay. Let's light this candle.
Hell yeah. So you use up your tinderbox and lighting up the torch. I believe it bestows upon you, I think it's 30 feet of dim light. Trying to remember.
Ooh.
20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet of light.
Fabulous. Cool.
And it's only for an
Let's-
hour.
Oh, it's only for an hour. Okay, great. Wonderful. So we gotta be fast.
All right.
Ish.
So you descend into are you descending into the mine?
I am. Are you coming?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, sweet. So descending into this mine, as I said, it was pitch black, but traveling through now, you're able to see along the walls. There are a lot of wooden scaffoldings. You see what seem to be like left behind old axes that are rusted out. They're oxidized. You see. Strangely enough, it seems like food at some points. Like small bits of food that have been like molded to hell and back seem to be just about non-existent at this point. It seems as though things were kind of just left where they were. And it seems like they were left pretty quickly. There are scratches on the walls of the cave as you go through, like all around the wall, like the walls, the ceilings, almost as though something's been crawling along the walls and ceilings.
Birds can't do that, can they?
Not that you're
I wouldn't
aware
imagine.
of.
Okay.
Not that you're aware
That's-
of,
It's only mildly concerning.
no.
By mildly, I mean very.
Continuing to slowly make your way through, you begin to hear a low, raspy voice, sort of like echoing through the caves. You can't quite make out exactly what it's saying at this point, but it's echoing from deeper down into the caves. And amidst the voice, you hear a slight.
Ooh. Ooh, that might be Lily. That might be our bird.
Ooh.
Continuing. What's up?
Got you, babe. Oh no, sorry. I was just getting Flint situated on my lap.
Gotcha. Okay, so continuing deeper, looking down, you come to a very long, straight section of cave. We'll say it's like 200 feet long, and at the end of it, it jets to the side, and there seems to be a light emitted from this from around the corner, as well as slightly being able to hear the raspy humming of the same voice. It's like humming we'll say it's like almost like a pirate shanty kind of feel.
Lovely. Let's see. Stealth isn't necessarily one of my strong suits. But I know. I'm used to playing stealthy characters. This is new for me. Yes, I know. Can I maybe I don't know. I want to try to like we don't recognize the voice. The voice is not a recognizable one.
No.
Okay. Can I maybe try to get as close to I'm gonna hand Aileron the torch so that way I don't move light. I don't want to tip this person off in case they're dangerous. But I kind of want to try peeking around the corner and trying to see if I can spot something or
Okay.
see if I can hear something a little bit more clear, just something to go on.
For sure. Go ahead and roll for stealth.
14.
14? Nice. Yeah, that works. You'll have to leave the torch behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it to Aileron.
Okay.
So that way he still has light, and I'll just figure it out.
Okay, so you hand the torch to Aileron and move forward into the cave to this corner. And as you peek around the corner, you see that the cave opens up into a decently sized room. We'll say it's about 30 by 40 foot wide. And in this room, you see a few bedrolls that have been laid out around the room where people have maybe been sleeping. You see that there are a couple of oil lanterns that are lit, hanging around on the hooks that are hanging from the walls. And you see that there's like a large pile of old rusty mining equipment and things like that that's just been like piled up off in a far corner. And then towards the center of the room, you see a very large bird creature, standing on two legs, with these nice tan feathers going from its long neck all the way down its rather large body, and then a very large pale beak stretching from tip of beak all the way over its head. And you see a figure standing on the other side of the bird from you, just humming, seemingly like almost brushing the bird.
I see.
Just kind of humming this song to themselves while petting or something along those lines the bird.
Is this the bird we're looking for? I can't remember if he described the bird or not.
Yes. This is the same description of a bird, of the type of bird that you're looking for.
Okay.
You would definitely note it. It does have a sort of like this. What's the word I'm looking for? Damn it.
Harness.
Harness. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Full brain fart. It does have this
Okay.
very nice leather harness that goes across its back.
Okay.
Seemingly for
Give me
riding on
one
almost.
sec. Lynn has fallen asleep on my chest, so I'm gonna go lay him on the couch.
Okay, for sure. While this is happening, what are you doing, Aileron?
I'm just like holding the torch, right?
Yeah, you're kind of just hanging back in the cave, holding the torch. You can see ahead. You see Angel like peeking around the corner ahead.
It's coming.
Maybe I'm kind of looking around at the things that are around me and trying to see if I see anything interesting there.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Okay, let me pull up. Sorry, I'm also trying to put together another D&D campaign.
That is totally cool.
Okay, so perception?
Yeah.
A 10.
A 10? Okay.
A 10.
Okay. Looking around at the different like offshoots of the cave, there are some small offshoots that kind of hang out in different places, where there is some like old rusted out mining equipment that was left behind seemingly before. But looking at the walls, you notice that as you've been moving forward, the scratches on the walls have become more plentiful, and some of them have also seemed to be a little bit more fresh. You found a couple of, we'll say like sets of fish bones and some other small animal carcasses, sort of scattered throughout as well as you've continued through the mine.
I'm back. We found corpses.
Yes, as you've been kind of like traveling through, Aileron has noticed that there have been some small animal like carcasses and skeletons, like small fish, and things like that have kind of been scattered about, as well as some slightly freshening claw marks on the walls as you get deeper.
Oh, lovely.
Angel.
Yeah.
I think we should leave.
No, we need to get the bird.
There are scary things here.
I understand that, and I agree. But think about how scary it's going to be when the Admiral finds out we don't have his bird.
I might be more scared of the skeletons on the floor.
I'm sorry. Do you want to take a deep breath with me? What? There you go.
Fine.
Just breathe. It's
Fine.
okay. Yeah, you're okay. We gotta just get the bird. Once we have the bird, we can go.
Jump.
What?
You say we should jump?
No, I said we gotta get the bird and then we gotta go.
Oh. I thought you
Get the
said,
bird
"Let's
and then
get the
jump."
bird." Yeah, I was like, where are we jumping?
Just up for joy because we got the bird. Hooray!
Yay!
Everything is awesome starts playing. Yay!
Oh, I just watched that movie too.
Oh, it's such a good movie. I love the Lego movie in all honesty.
All right. So what are we wanting to do here?
I think our primary focus should just be getting the bird. Let's just try to get the bird. I'm trying to figure out an idea of how to do it.
I feel like Aileron's like super skittish, but he's gonna go along with anything that Angel tells him to do.
Okay. Is the guy, his back is turned, right? The person's back is turned?
No. Technically, he's
Oh.
actually facing in your direction. He's just on the other
Okay.
side of the bird from you.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. I'm assuming there's like a bunch of rocks.
Yeah, you're in a
back
cave.
to rock. I'm just gonna pick up a rock and like do that thing where like you throw it in the opposite direction to try to like get someone's attention to move away. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
distract them.
Okay.
And then maybe try to get them to like move away from the bird, and then we can at least enter the room and like show the bird that there's like people here to come and help it. Oh, and maybe get some rope ready so that way we can like put it around the bird's neck and like kind of so we can like a leash so we can like lead it out.
Okay. Yeah, you do have that 50 feet of hempen rope.
Yeah, I remembered. I locked that in. Just like the name of the mine.
Okay. Okay. So there is like some other cave, like some other caves that lead off of this room. So go ahead and we'll say that there's plenty of rocks around. You're literally in a cave. So
Yeah.
go ahead and make a ranged weapon attack for me. So that's going to be a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Perfect.
Or you can do dexterity. Doesn't matter to me either way.
Let me just check. Where the fuck is my dex? Oh, it doesn't. No. That's gonna be a 17.
It's a 17. Okay.
That is indeed a 17.
Okay. So you pick up a rock and you kind of like huck it across to one of the other caves, and it works. You're able to like fling it across the room, and it clack 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 down one of the other caves. As you do so, after the clack 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 of the rock hitting the ground, the bird immediately goes wild. It begins to like flail its large wings, like it's almost like it's trying to flap and fly away, but it's flightless, so it can't do so. It turns and immediately sprints towards both of you. I need both of you to make a dex save, please.
Jesus. Okay. 13 for Miss Angel.
8 for Aileron.
Okay. As the bird barrels towards you, you're staring down this hard, massive beak of this bird. It tramples you, clawing you as it crawls over you. You're each gonna take 2 points in slashing damage.
Okay.
as it barrels over you, knocking you prone as well. You both kind of like fall onto your backs, getting a couple of pretty decent cuts on the front of your bodies.
Okay. Love that. Yeah.
At the same time, you hear the thud, 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 thud of of feet walking your way. Aye, now who be you here?
Is he like the person that's talking can see us? Because I just want to book it for the bird.
Oh, very much so. He very much can see you. The bird knocked you over, and you're both kind of like laying on your backs. And as you look up, you are met with a rather tall, we'll say he's like almost 6 foot tall Kenku. He's a crow Kenku with rather long limbs, rather strong looking legs, wearing a navy blue captain's jacket and a black tricorn on the top of his head, smoking a single cigar. Aye, who are you, and what have you done with my bird?
Your bird? This is the bird that belongs to the Admiral. We're just coming to get him back.
The Admiral? You mean the captain? No, this not be his. This is my bird.
No, that's Lily. We're just trying to get her back to her owner.
Yeah.
And how do you know about any of this?
Because one of our fellow townspeople lost Lily and has asked us to go find her, and we did, and we just need to get her back. What are you doing in a cave?
I don't believe that I need to tell you that.
Well, hold on, since we're making introductions here. No, okay, listen. We just need to get the bird back, or else a lot of people are going to get in trouble and potentially die.
I am sorry, lassie, but it is my bird. I can't let you do that.
Where did you get her?
I found her.
Found her where?
I found her. You don't need to know. Why do you keep asking all these weird questions?
Because I'm trying to get my bird back.
I thought you said that it was the captain's bird, not yours.
Yeah, okay, my bird, the captain's bird. I need to get the bird back. And with every second we sit here, she's getting further away. So it doesn't matter who gets her back at this point. We just need to get her.
I've got 2 of my crew members outside anyways. They should be able to catch her as she runs.
Okay, great. So then when she brings her back, we can figure all this out. Who are you? You still haven't answered that.
He kind of like goes to stand up very proud. You don't know who I am.
I like awkwardly look at Aileron like, any chance you know who this person is? Because I'm lost.
None whatsoever.
No.
She kind of like shrugs like, I'm sorry? She's like, I beg your pardon. You're a stranger to me.
I be the scourge of the seas. I be the wind that blows down the towers, the pillars of devolution. My name is... And as he says that, from deep, deep within the cave, an echo begins to pierce your ears. A shrieking hiss emanates from deeper within the cave. Out of the darkness, 2 large snake-shaped heads emerge, with long eel-like bodies following behind, their many legs tipped with razor-sharp claws, keeping them anchored to the ceiling. And a single dorsal fin runs from their head down the length of their 4-foot-long bodies. Fletch turns, and he freezes for a moment. I'm gonna let you handle this one. And he turns and runs out of the cave behind you.
Wait a minute, what?
And that is where we're going to be ending the session for today.
Oh, this
Oh my
bitch.
goodness.
This absolute bitch. Leaving us to die? Are you kidding me?
Oh my
Thank God I
God.
have a hatchet.
That
I've got a gun.
You do.
and I've got
We're gonna
this
need it.
gun.
Imagine how different My Hero Academia would be if Deku just had a gun.
Oh my God, for real though, for real.
Just give Deku a gun.
Well, thank you all for joining us again for another episode of Aerhiem, Grounded Seas. And in the next session, we're going to find out exactly what the fuck is going on here.
I have questions.
Thank you all for joining us, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.